Hey, we got it recording. All right. This lighting's really bad, isn't it? I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I'm going to try to learn how to throw music in the back of this. This is my dog. But I still don't learn to edit, so we're going to have to do this all in one take. I feel good about it, though, and I have my glasses on so that you are convinced that I'm smarter than I actually am. So I was asked to make a short video answering one question. So I'm going to make a medium-length video answering one question because I ramble. I do. It is just who I am. And that question is, would the legalization of prostitution actually help lower trafficking rates? And this is my dog again. Before I get into this, there's going to be a huge disclaimer, and that disclaimer is this is a very specific question, first of all, about human trafficking. This is not about women's rights or whether women being registered as sex workers would actually help them. This is about trafficking rates. Okay, and another disclaimer, there are a lot of arguments to both sides of this, so I'm really just giving you the very tip of the iceberg. Please do more research on your own. It's an interesting topic. So, would the legalization of prostitution help lower trafficking rates? My answer is no, it would not, and you should not legalize prostitution. But in order to explain why my thinking is, I'm going to explain the other side first. So if you ask someone why they think prostitution should be legalized, they're probably going to say the main argument is that you're giving women the choice to go into sex work, so there's less of a chance that they're going to be trafficked. And that's a fair argument. It's good. I like it. I'll take it. But why it shouldn't be legalized, I have a couple points to this. And the first is that I have to explain economics. I'm sorry. And I don't know what I'm talking about, so that's really good too. So, but there's this concept, supply and demand. So, like, if I wanted ice cream and a lot of other people out there wanted ice cream, then the people who make ice cream are going to have to produce a lot more ice cream, and so they have to have enough supply to meet the demand. So what happens in the legalization of prostitution is the demand is going to skyrocket. And this is because where prostitution is legal, the Johns, which is the term that we give for people who are purchasing sex, they're going to go to where it's legal because there are less legal loopholes for them to jump through, less of a chance of being caught, and the women are registered. So you have this huge demand increase. The supply, from what we know, isn't going up. Women aren't choosing to be prostitutes, is the main thing. So where prostitution is legal, you have this increase of demand, and the supply is staying down here. But because of the increased demand, trafficking rates are actually going to go up. So it's the opposite of how we think it's going to work. And so it actually makes things worse. There are a couple studies about this just from where it has been legalized that you can look into. I'm going to try to not ramble about them. But yeah, the main point is supply and demand. More women are being trafficked in order to meet the increased demand. And another thing you have to understand is that even where prostitution is legal, there are legal brothels and there are still illegal brothels. And it's really complicated for law enforcement to figure out what's what. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. It's a little more complicated. But there are underground brothels where there are also legal brothels. And that is This is only 5 minutes. That was pretty good. Really short answer is no, do not legalize prostitution, because it will actually increase traffic rates because women are not choosing to go into prostitution. And there you have it. There's a lot more. You're welcome to contact me if you want to talk about it. I can put you in the direction of some studies or countries where they legalized it and it kind of has backfired, or if you want to argue with me, actually, I would love that. So, and I mean it, I'm not even being sarcastic. So let me know, and keep sending me your questions because I'm really loving doing this. It's creating a lot of conversation. So keep it up, and I will see you next week or whenever I get around to doing this. Maybe I'll learn to edit.